today's the day. We go to get surgery in about 30 minutes. So a little bit antsy, a little bit nervous. I just don't like the idea of having something like robot arms and mesh and stuff go inside the body, but we have to get it fixed. Just to catch you guys up, if you don't know what's going on, I have an inguinal hernia. So scheduled a surgery about 2 weeks ago, and today is finally surgery day. Not sure if this will be its like own video or I'll do like surgery day and a couple days of recovery after, but just gonna document my journey, my personal journey from the surgery standpoint, my recovery, but also like the muscle building, because I will have to take 6 weeks off from all resistance training. But hopefully within a week or so, I can get back on my feet, start to get some steps in, things like that, return to, I would say, normal everyday life activities aside from lifting weights, because I cannot lift, according to them, any more than 15 pounds for 6 weeks. And even like a bag of groceries is like 15 pounds. So, well, I guess maybe not 15, maybe closer to 10. But yeah, basically, I do carry obviously bags of groceries, multiple bags in one hand. So that might be an issue as well. But pre-op procedure, basically showered this morning, can't eat or drink, been fasting for since like 8 p.m. last night. I think they said midnight since my surgery is scheduled for 12:30, but basically been fasting, no water, no food this morning, which kind of sucks because I don't get my eggs and toast. Obviously washing the hands, took a shower, new bed linens, cleaned things off, dressing changes, just all the little things. Also, they had me stop taking all my supplements. So even like my multivitamin, my krill oil, creatine, stuff like that, they had me stop taking that on Monday, and today's Wednesday morning. So little things like that, no jewelry, just like, I don't know, all the basic pre-op things that I have never experienced, right? Well, I will say I have, this for my wisdom teeth probably, I don't know, like 6 or 7 years ago. And I don't remember having to like really do anything for my wisdom teeth aside from fasting in the morning. But this was a little bit more, I guess, like no supplements, nothing else. But yeah, a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous. Definitely just, I'd say anxious for the fact that like I don't like going under, like passing, well, not passing out, but like having anesthesia and like being out of it for like a long period of time. I'm worried about the pain as well post-surgery, but hopefully the laparoscopic surgery goes well and it's minimally invasive and recovers faster. And then just a matter of getting home, getting back here, not my parents' house, getting back to the apartment and relaxing. Katie should be coming in this weekend, or not this weekend, later today. My mom will be taking me to the surgery. And yeah, just want to keep you guys updated. Not sure exactly how much I'll film. I'm not gonna take my camera or anything to the hospital. I'll have my phone on me, but I don't think I'll be able to film anything in the hospital, much less the surgery itself. So I'll probably just see you guys back here afterwards and see how it goes. But yeah, I'm anxious, nervous, don't want to do it. I definitely was talking to my dad last night and he's like, oh, like, it'll be fine, like you get through it. But I'm like, I just don't I'm such a healthy individual. I try to be as healthy as I can, and yet I still have to have this damn surgery that's very expensive and it can have me recovering, get out of the gym. It's just like, but it could always be worse, right? But it could always be better too. So that is, yeah, a long intro to a surgery vlog update recovery process, but I'll probably see you guys post-surgery. Wish me luck. All right, we are in surgery pre-op. Honestly, not even sure if I can film in here, but yeah. We're in a gown thing. They give me a nice warm blanket because it's freezing cold in here. Yeah, here goes nothing. We're back from the hospital. It is, I don't even know what time. What time is it? 6 something? Oh, 7:30. Okay, yeah, so left around 10. Supposed to just go into surgery around 12:30. Didn't happen until 2:30. Yeah, quite the experience. So I don't do well with needles. Got an IV in the hand, passed out right before, or right after I should say, I got the IV, which was a fun experience. But then it was just a whole lot of waiting around until the actual surgery happened. And then the anesthesiologist came in, basically said, hey, I'm going to give you this shot, or basically, well, it wasn't a shot, it was added into the actual IV. Do you know what that is? That the same thing? Like basically he put a shot in the IV line, like not the arm itself.
Just put something through the line.
Yeah, so put something through the line. Wheeled me back to the surgery room. The last thing I remember was them to just ask me questions about like, oh, what's your name? Like, where are you from? Like, what do you like to do for fun? And then woke up and I was in the recovery room with my mom. So we got 3 little scars here. So it was laparoscopic. So we got on the left side, right above the belly button, and then on the right side. They are kind of numb at the moment. Like I tapped them. Minimal pain right now. I did take a little bit of pain meds before I left. Just a whole lot of discomfort. So I guess my dad was explaining, basically they like pump you full, do you say air, right?
Yeah,
like they
separate the layers. Yeah, they pump you full of air to like separate the layers so they can see what's going on with the cameras that they put in and have, I guess, probably a little more space to work. So I guess that air kind of just like hangs out like in your general kind of like just in your body and up below your diaphragm. So a little bit of discomfort in like the upper abdominal region. Pain when I do try to like move my left leg a little bit. So I'm trying to keep that as still as possible, but right leg completely fine, like no pain whatsoever, can lift and move that. Shoulders also, which has some pain, which I didn't realize, like, I guess some of the gas travels up. I don't even, what would my dad, he said he gave some term to it, right?
So it's intraperitoneal air, so it's not actually intra-abdominal. So it's like the layer above, the layer that encases all of your organs, it's like in that layer. So you can't fart it out or burp it out. So now it's just gonna travel within that whole space. So it could push up on your diaphragm. It could cause shoulder discomfort, and your body will just have to absorb it on its own. Can't get rid of it through bodily functions, so.
Dang. So sounds like it could take up to like, I think 24 to 48 hours is what the nurse said. So in the meantime, just like take things easy, move around a little bit. So I'm trying to like roll my shoulders occasionally because like, I guess that'll help kind of like, I don't know, break down or absorb the air, things like that. But yeah, overall, not a fun experience as far as the passing out part. Otherwise, I mean, like I said, like anesthesia is great. It's kind of wild how you can just like fall asleep and like 2 hours later just wake up. Now we got some crackers. So my dad was nice enough to pick up some crackers. So we got some crackers. We got club crackers. He also got like Ritz. He got like. That's my classic dad though. It's like he doesn't know exactly what brand we need or like what brand we like, so he'll get all of it. So we got some mints, which I did just have a mint recently, Ritz crackers, some like classic saltines, and then from this point on, Katie's gonna be my at-home nurse.
Whoa, I'm not a nurse.
An at-home PA, caretaker, at-home caretaker, and we're just gonna hang out. We're watching.
To the nurses.
Yeah, I will say.
Not who I am.
Yeah, Katie is a PA, not a nurse. And then also, they did a butcher job, like on my shaving, they like missed a bunch of hairs. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like,
You would care about that.
it's more so that I was like, oh, sorry. The fact that he was like, oh yeah, let me, like, don't shave before you come. I'm like, I could have shaved before I come and done a better job, which I think is kind of funny. But other than that, yeah, I'll kind of just keep you guys posted. Maybe I'll just do like an update each day as we go forward. Walking back to the apartment was fine. I felt like a 95-year-old old man walking speed-wise. But otherwise, just going to focus on hopefully getting a little bit more food down, maybe take some pain meds before bed tonight, and then slowly get some liquids back in as far as like some water. But yeah, that's it. We're going to hang out and watch The Parent Trap and see you guys probably just tomorrow morning. Hopefully we're feeling better. All right, so just over 24-hour update since I guess getting out of surgery. So last night, not the best sleep ever, but I will say not the worst thing in the world. I've had like restless nights when I've had like a cold or a flu and just like can't sleep at all. This was like I would sleep for about 3 or 4 hours, wake up because of the pain, take some pain meds, go back to sleep for about 3 or 4 hours. None of it was actually good quality sleep. Like I checked my sleep tracker and I normally get like over 2 hours of REM. I got 8 minutes last night, so not good quality sleep, but I think it could have been worse. So the pain meds definitely helped. Stopped taking those this morning though and started just switching over to like ibuprofen, things like that. Overall, I still feel that just like that gassy, full feeling that I mentioned yesterday. So like my body's telling me like, Jack, you're hungry, but like as soon as I eat something, like I just feel full. Like I still feel full and I haven't really eaten too much today. So that's kind of an annoying part of it. And then moving is pretty painful as well. So I'm trying to use, once again, like my arms to move my body, not my abs at all, but it definitely is still painful. I just noticed like everything just, yeah, there's a bunch of pressure and just feels like there's, once again, a foreign object. Or like Katie said, like there's a rock in my body, like right where the hernia was, just feels like there's something there that just like shouldn't be. It's kind of like just pressure and hard. And then once again, like just the incision marks aren't too bad, but just like gassy and full. So I would say pretty much the same, or actually maybe slightly less pain, or slightly more pain than yesterday, but slightly less bloating than immediately after the surgery. But still not feeling super good. Can walk around a little bit. Still kind of moving my left leg is a little bit painful, so I need to like work on that. But more than anything, took some steps this morning, slowly getting some food in, eating like crackers, have some mints here and there. I had like kiwi, apple. I tried a Sprite while Katie was gone, and I was like, it just filled me up. Like it just didn't feel good. Like the carbonation just like made it even worse. So I probably will stay away from Sprite, carbonated drinks for a little bit. And at some point, maybe have dinner. I might just do like a frozen Trader Joe's dinner because I just don't have an appetite, but I should eat just to, once again, get my strength back, things like that. But yeah, quick 24-hour update, nothing crazy. Still not pushing anything at all. And probably wait till tomorrow to kind of get some more steps in, things like that, see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully I can sleep a little better tonight. Quick update, we were about 48 hours post-surgery, just went for a quick walk. I did track the steps, just got my watch on, just over 2,000 steps, very slow, very gingerly, like my walking pace is like this. It's very slow, it's probably annoying for Katie to walk with me, but we are moving. It's definitely a little bit, I would say uncomfortable, but not painful. Like when I'm walking, I'm fine, still getting up from a seated position and sitting is a little bit uncomfortable, but moving around, just a little bit of pressure, especially on this left side. And then outside of that, slept much, much better last night, which was good. And then as far as today, eating a little bit more food because a little bit of like the bloating has gone down. So like the gas in my stomach doesn't have as much pressure. So had a little bit bigger of a breakfast today, still sipping on water, and we're gonna go outside, get some fresh air and read, working through the Twin Towers, as well as a book I picked up, The Art of the Impossible. So that's a new one. So working through some books just because yesterday I like watched TV and I was like, read a little bit. I was like, this just doesn't feel productive at all. I kind of got bored with watching TV. So bringing the books out today, went for a nice little walk. It is pretty warm outside, but overall feeling a lot better. Still very ginger in terms, ginger, does that even make sense?
I don't know.
Gingerly walking, putting pressure on things. Definitely not even close to where I want to be, but I know it's going to be a long process. Slowly getting there, feeling a little bit better, getting some food in my system. But yeah, 48 hours in, definitely a whole lot better. First 24, I'd say probably first 36 hours were pretty rough. And then since then, a little bit better, things like that, trying to keep my mind off it. The biggest thing is trying to stay well hydrated because normally I drink tons of water and I feel like I'm behind on that. So I need to drink more water, still continue to get food in, and then just do the best I can to still like move a little bit. The shoulders do hurt quite a bit as far as like when I do move, I still feel like there's pain in the shoulders. I guess like the gas rises up and just like causes some discomfort in there. So just moving around and then just taking it easy and just see how I feel and go from there. But 48 hours in, feeling all right. Hopefully you can get some ice cream later tonight because that's one thing I've kind of been craving, but I've also been so full I like didn't feel like it'd be, I don't know, I feel like I didn't want it because I would be like so full I didn't even like want to eat much. So hopefully we'll maybe grab some tonight. But yeah, 48 hours in. Also might be TMI, but still no bowel movements, even though we are using, where is it? Miralax, this thing. Yeah, which I guess was kind of expected. I didn't realize, like I watched some videos on other guys, like it took them like 48 plus hours for bowel movement. So still having gas move through, but no bowel movements yet. And not like a major concern, but trying to walk because they said that is very common and to increase fluids and walk more. So we're gonna kind of do that stuff today as far as just drink more water and get some more fluids in. But yeah, even now you can see I'm like, I just try to keep pressure off it. I feel like I should put even pressure on, but even when I just like stand here, I'm like all my pressure on my right foot, keep my left foot pretty relaxed just because it's all on the left side right now, which is pretty expected. But overall, bloating still there. Actual wound points, like no real.
Wound.
what would you call them? Or like, I don't know, incision points.
Incision sites. No, I mean, they are wounds. It's just funny.
This one was kind of itchy the other day, but yeah, they're fine. No real, I mean, they were very tender yesterday and I couldn't even feel them. Like when I got home from the surgery, like they were like completely numb and they're not numb anymore, but like they don't hurt nearly as much as like the actual like inguinal area where the hernia was. But yep, that's it. Quick update, it is now day 4 of recovery, so it's Sunday. So Wednesday to Thursday was day 1, Wednesday to Friday to, Saturday, so Sunday's day 4. I don't think I filmed at all yesterday, and mostly for the fact that it was pretty much the exact same as Friday. So Thursday was definitely, well, I would say Wednesday night into Thursday was definitely the worst as far as pain, discomfort, bloating, all that kind of stuff. And then Thursday was a little bit better, but still not great. Thursday even into Friday was pretty much the exact same. Still bloated, still trouble moving around, going from seated positions to lying positions, moving up and down, things like that. We did get some steps in on Thursday and Friday. And today is a lot better. I would say today's probably like a
5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, when I would say Thursday right after surgery was like a 1 or 2. Friday and Saturday are probably like closer to 4 out of 10, and now we're closer to 5 or 6 out of 10. Once again, still avoiding strenuous movements. I'm walking a little bit more normal, a little bit faster, I guess you could say, a little bit less pain. I was able to actually sleep on my side, so occasionally at night I'll turn to my side and sleep, and I was able to sleep on my right side. The surgery and the hernia is on my left side, so still definitely don't put any pressure on my left side, but my right side I was able to do that a little bit. Overall, feeling a little bit less bloated. I'm still struggling to get calories in or having like a big appetite, because I still do feel pretty full, and obviously not getting my normal 10,000, 15,000 steps in also affects my energy levels as far as, I don't have that digestion, I don't move around, so I just don't feel like I need the calories as much, but I'm still trying to get my protein goal in. I'll probably do a full day of eating maybe tomorrow or something for you guys, to show you guys like a full day of eating on like surgery recovery or on my road to recovery, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'd say 5 or 6 out of 10, slowly getting better, but Thursday and Friday Friday and Saturday, were the exact same. Today's definitely feeling better. As you can see, I'm seated. I was doing some work here, so a little bit better of a headspace, still working through books, movies, things like that. Katie's been a champ, and she carried all the groceries today, and I felt like I had to tell people, hey, I had surgery, I would carry the groceries too if I could. But outside that, went to Trader Joe's, watching some football, and that's a Sunday update. I'll probably do maybe just a week update. This will kind of be surgery and week 1 of recovery, and maybe do a week 2 and kind of give you guys updates as we go on. But yeah, still nothing major. We did have a bowel movement yesterday, which is great. I think, was yesterday the first one? Yesterday was the first one. So we did use some, what is it called? Miralax? Is it Miralax? Yeah. Some Miralax to soften up the stool. So if you guys do have surgery, I think it's a combination of the surgery as well as the pain meds can cause constipation. So we did use some Miralax, stopped taking that because we did have a bowel movement, and now have had several since then, which is good, because moving around, get some food in the system, all that good stuff. But yeah, that is day number 4 update. I'll see maybe tomorrow I'll film a full day of eating, and I'll touch base with you guys maybe on day 6 or day 7 and do just 1 full week, and kind of continue to take you guys on the ride of my road to recovery. Because I think basically what it'll be like a road to recovery and then a rebuild, right? Because I can't lift weights until 6 weeks after surgery, so maybe those will kind of be recovery vlogs. Then once I can start lifting, that'll be a rebuilding vlog or a rebuilding series. So right now it's recovery, eventually be rebuilding, and quick update on Sunday. See you guys probably Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, just a week after surgery, but things are looking up slowly but surely. It is now officially 1 week since our left inguinal hernia repair. So we had a laparoscopic surgery just a week ago. You guys saw the little updates as far as the surgery day, post-surgery, things like that. Definitely by far the hardest part of recovery was probably the first 48 hours, as far as sleep was bad, very uncomfortable, actually a decent amount of pain as well moving around. And now most of that has subsided. There's still a level of discomfort. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, discomfort is still probably about a 4. I still feel okay, there's definitely some swelling, there's definitely some inflammation down there. It definitely doesn't feel 100% right, but the pain is pretty much gone, aside from when I move in a slightly, maybe if I move too fast, sit up too fast, accidentally use my abs because my entire core is very sore. It's those small situations that might have a quick little shot of pain, but even that pain has gone down. The pain when I first got out of surgery, if I moved the wrong way, was a 10 out of 10. And now the pain if I move the wrong way is a 5 or 6 out of 10. But for the most part, no pain, just discomfort. And then like I said, if I roll on my left side or put pressure on my left side accidentally, because I kind of sometimes forget, I'm oh, okay, yep, still definitely tender, still sore, things like that. But as far as recommendations for the surgery, overall, the surgery went completely fine, very, very smooth. Obviously, doctors know what they're doing. Nurses, nurse practitioners, PAs, all that kind of stuff. The hospital was no big deal besides waiting. I think I was supposed to go on surgery was scheduled for 12:30. I think I don't actually go into surgery until 2:30 or 3. So besides waiting at the hospital pretty much for 5 hours to have the surgery done, everything else was fine. Also, I did pass out when I got my IV, but that's just a completely different personal thing. When I got the IV in my hand, my brain just, I don't know, something triggers, I just passed out, which is not ideal, but that happens when I get blood drawn, things like that. I'm just not a fan of needles. And another reason why I'll probably never touch steroids in my entire life, but beside the point. So yeah, surgery went well, got home, the anesthesia, pain meds helped, but I will say it was still painful, still did not sleep very well. But now a week later, we're definitely doing a whole lot better. I can walk more or less normally, have a little bit of a slower pace, still maybe slight imbalances, but no longer a limp, and I don't feel like I'm walking like an 80-year-old. I feel like I'm walking I don't know, maybe a I don't know, a 55-year-old who had a knee replacement or something like that. Like still slightly slower, still a slight limp, but we are getting better. Another thing I want to try, I might try later this week, is the stationary bike, because so far I've just been doing walking, treadmill, outside, things like that. Very slow pace. But I might try a stationary bike and see how that feels, but I might actually wait because my follow-up appointment is in about a week. So I might wait until the follow-up appointment, like, hey, like I feel better. I know walking was a thing, but can I try the stationary bike? Things like that. As long as I keep my core pretty out of it, I think that's the biggest thing because that's where most of the inflammation and kind of pain comes from. But outside that, one thing I wish I would have done more is ice the actual surgical site, right? So that's one thing where I iced it for a little bit in the first day and I stopped, but now what I'm doing, which I wish I would have done for the entire time, is basically every time I walk or move around is to then sit down and ice it for like 10 to 15 minutes. So I started to do that. Basically, I've been doing about 7,000 steps-ish per day the last couple of days, doing like a morning walk, afternoon walk, evening walk, and make sure after every walk, I lay down on the couch, I ice the actual wound site where there is some inflammation, where there is the swelling, because it becomes a little bit more discomfort, like the discomfort increases after a walk. So I come home, I ice it, and I wish I would have done that more frequently. So that's like a kind of tip for you guys. But outside of that, once again, if you guys have questions, let me know. Hopefully throughout the week, I kind of had little nuggets of information how it went. But overall, I still am just, once again, about 5 weeks out from any returning to exercise or lifting. I still have a 15-pound limit, so I can't even like take the trash out, things like that. That might be a little bit heavier, which is unfortunate, but slowly if I can get back into maybe, let's say, walking, stationary biking, things like that, light activity, I think that'll be the biggest thing, and then just really dial into my nutrition, because if I can't work out, might as well keep my nutrition on point to hopefully maintain around 165-ish body weight, so I can hopefully maintain as much muscle as I can just through high protein diets and general activity, and I don't lose too much before I once again have to do like the rebuilding phase post 6 weeks off. But yeah, without further ado, that is a wrap on week 1 of surgery or post-surgery recovery. I'll probably start maybe a week 2 series where just once again I check with you guys every couple days. If there's something major that happens and major breakthrough, I'll go ahead, log it on here, so you guys know exactly like, oh, 5 days out, 10 days out, what that feels like. But yeah, 7 days out, I'm feeling, I would say, probably 60% as a whole. And yeah, slowly but surely getting to where we want to be. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys next time. Peace.